keep the music playing.
Welcome in. It's a Monday morning, and surprise, it's a rainy Monday morning here in early August. Terry Hunt filling in for Zach Owen on the Zach Owen Show live. Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, our home, and that's great to be here. Great to be inside watching the rain on the outside, but I think it's moving through parts of Central Texas. But we've got a great day lined up for you. We're going to give you some adventures to do outside. We're going to give you some music to listen to on the inside and a lot more. But let's go ahead and get it started right now from the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, and update you on this morning's headlines and the rainy weather we have.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. The Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill features a full restaurant and bar, a huge outdoor concert stage, a giant outdoor TV screen, fire pits, a roof deck, washer pits, cornhole pits, inside and outside seating, and much more. Located at 511 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. Governor Greg Abbott is threatening to remove dozens of Texas Democrats from office if they don't return to the state this morning. They left Sunday afternoon in a last-ditch effort to block GOP proposed congressional redistricting plans. The push to redraw the lines is widely seen as a response to President Donald Trump's call for 5 more winnable House seats. It's a move aimed to help Republicans hold onto their narrow majority in Washington. However, not enough House Democrats were present on Sunday to even meet to discuss the maps. Meanwhile, as students head back to school, TxDOT is urging drivers to be safe and drive smart. There were nearly 800 crashes in school zones last year and more than 2,400 involving school buses. Speeding or distraction caused most of them. TxDOT reminds drivers to slow down, stay off their phones, and always stop for school buses with their lights flashing. From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
A complex of showers and thunderstorms is pushing its way southward from the Metroplex this morning and will impact us mainly during the morning time period. Our highest rain chances roughly up until about the lunch hour today. This complex of storms with the highest coverage of those storms will be near and especially east of the I-35 corridor. Lightning, gusty winds, and maybe a little bit of some hail possible. Also be on the lookout for minor nuisance flooding as these storms could produce some brief heavy downpours. The morning storms will mostly clear during the afternoon. Can't rule out a stray redeveloping shower or thunderstorm, but the afternoon rain chance is only near 20%. We'll rebound with highs in the low 90s today. All dry tomorrow with mid-90s returning. From KWTX, I'm First Alert meteorologist Sean Bellafury.
We're back right here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Terry Hunt in for Zach Owen on the show, just like he has started it for years and years. Let's go ahead and join in with our national anthem and our Pledge of Allegiance.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Couple of legends right there, Charlie Daniels and John Wayne. Good morning. Terry Hunt filling in for Zach Owen on the Zach Owen Live Show here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. He is day number 4 or 5 of the trip with him and Jim for the travel club that they've done for a trip 45. That's incredible. We've got a big one lined up for you today, too, so get ready because we have music coming up around 9 from Colton Hawkins on the stage. And also, we are going to be talking about more fun things to do right here in Central Texas and Waco. While the remainder of the summer is not quite here, but it's a rainy day to start talking about being outside. But welcome to, all right, I've got to ask you, the real name, Summer Shine?
That is my real name, born and raised on my birth certificate.
Really?
It is.
Any reasoning that mom and dad said?
I mean, my last name was Shine. I was born in October.
So it's not
who
really,
knows?
Yeah, okay. Wow.
My mom was trying to be cute, I guess.
Okay, well, very good. Well, welcome in. We understand that we've got some water fun lined up today to talk about. It's called Sunshine Paddle Adventures. So first off, let's start with the beginning. Tell us all about Sunshine Paddle Board Adventures, or Paddle Adventures.
Yep, Sunshine Paddle Adventures is a kayak tour and rental company here in downtown Waco on the Brazos River, or Lake Brazos, as a lot of people have recently found out. This is actually a lake in downtown Waco because of its designation of dams and all of that. But I bet we'll get into that later. Sunshine Paddle Adventures offers nighttime light up kayak tours. So there is a tour called the Moonshine Tour, and we launch from downtown and go underneath all of the bridges when it's dark outside. The kayaks are clear and they light up, so it's really cool. It's like going on a neon party kayak under the bridges. And then we paddle down by all of the Baylor stadiums and the down into the Baylor Marina. It's just a really beautiful time at night. And then we have a sunset paddle tour where we drop in at MCC. We launch from the McLennan Community College boat ramp.
Oh, okay. By the amphitheater.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right there by the amphitheater. And we paddled down to Camp Finfo and watched the sunset from the river over there. That's also a super magical night. And then during the week, we rent out kayaks that you can take on your own. Not the clear ones that light up, but during the day we have fishing kayaks, single kayaks, double kayaks, stand-up paddle boards, all kinds of things to do fun on the water.
See, there's a lot of people in Central Texas and in Waco that are going to go, I never knew that.
Yeah.
They probably have seen them on the water.
Sure.
They probably know somebody who has gone, hey, I'm going to go kayaking today, and not really know enough about how they got into it. But
Right.
this is all you.
Yeah, well, I mean, currently it is, but I'm preceded by, a couple of other great companies that had kayak rentals out on the Brazos. And as we're learning from this season, it's a cantankerous river. There's a lot to deal with whenever you have an outdoor river-based entertainment company. So it's been a wild season.
Well, and the rain, and again, we're who would have thought rain today in August?
Sure.
But we'll take it. But with the rain that we've had upstream and throughout the southern parts and the hill country and things like that, that all has to flow somewhere. And when it gets into Lake Waco and gets so high, they've got to release it. And so you see that. I'm sure there's been days that you were like, wow, we can't do it because the current's too bad. There's too much floating around debris and things like that.
Yeah, for sure. We, I purchased a paddle company that was located in downtown Waco on July 1st of this year. So just a little over a month ago, I purchased an existing paddle company. And then 4 days later, was 4th of July.
Right, yes.
And we had hundreds of tickets sold, not hundreds, I'm exaggerating, but we had a lot of tickets sold to go on a nighttime paddle to see the fireworks. That was canceled. And then as we're struggling as a business to decide what to do with these tours and cancellations on 4th of July, we're getting news of what's happening in Kirk County. And that's just crushing too, to, know about what the severity of what had happened down there, and then still be worried about your own business on the river. It was just a really impactful moment.
Anytime something like that happens, it does have, and no pun intended, a ripple effect, and especially to something on a river. It
Sure.
doesn't matter that it's not going to be as severe, but in everybody's mind, suddenly that's top of awareness.
That's right. And people, there's a lot of misinformation about where the flooding was and who all was affected, and people just run with that. They hear a story that they want to share, and so they do it. And we were affected in some ways. Of course, we were impacted mostly. Spiritually and emotionally. It was just a really tough time to want to encourage people to get out on the river 100 miles away from such tragedy, So that was the biggest impact. But also, of course, financially, our business took an impact because people canceled. They were scared. I saw a comment that said, something like, the river is dangerous today, all this flooding in Texas. How dare you put people out on the river? You're being irresponsible. And I was just like, wow, they don't even know, And then also, how do you cater to people's fears that are like that? People that feel like it is going to be too dangerous for me to get out there. That was a valid emotion of fear that I was having to struggle with. How do I handle both of these emotions?
But being the owner, the liability issues that can come up, so you're not going to put anyone's life in danger.
Oh, sure. We have all kinds of conditions that we watch. We watch the weather, the wind, the way that the dams are open and functioning for the day. Whitney is the most active dam that we have close to us. And so we really, really watched, how many cubic square feet of water they're putting out per second, and what's going on boat wise, like is Baylor playing, and are there going to be lots of boat launches, and we really are paying attention to what's going on down at the river.
And again, it's like any other business. You have to watch what can affect yours.
Yes, absolutely. And we do. We pay really, really close attention to those things. And, sometimes like wind is more impactful to stand-up paddle boarders than it is to kayakers. So there are days that we have to say, we're not renting stand-up paddle boards today, but you can come out and rent a kayak. And kayaking in the wind is fun. It's cool to hear the sounds and see what happens with the wildlife whenever the wind rolls in. But we're also watching lightning, and I was woke up this morning 3 minutes before my alarm I have a lightning thing,
yes,
app
lightning,
that alerts me, because I want to know as soon as and we know if it's striking anywhere 30 miles close, so we're just tracking everything that's going on down there.
And in Texas and in Waco, it's going to be better more times than not.
Oh, 100%. We get to use our river many more months of the year than a lot of places do.
Oh, yeah.
Although I know that in states where it does get really, really cold, it never stops them from using their rivers. They're out there in full, body scuba outfits or whatever.
Summer Shine with us today, talking about the Sunshine Paddle Adventures right here in Waco. One of the many things that is still available for you to do. And we talk about the remainder of the summer, but this goes on into the fall with your business.
Oh, absolutely. Our most popular tour is our haunted tour. So,
Halloween.
Yeah, it's great. The month of October will be filled with dates where people can go on those tours. It's really, really fun. We get in at night. Again, the boats are clear and lit up, and we paddle down to different destinations on Lake Brazos that have some haunted history. So we'll paddle down, tell you the haunted history of that particular spot on the Brazos. There's no jump scares because we are on the water at night, but it is a really, really good time on the river. So we're
at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill this morning, and I've got to ask you, are there haunted places on the river?
Oh, there's our town has a huge history of haunting. Surely you know this.
Yes.
There's a lot of cool stories to be told. I'll let people find out what they are, but there's a phantom bridge downtown. I'm sure you have seen that there's a bridge there that used to be there. Why haven't they taken those pillars down? You may find out on a haunted tour.
Very good. And of course, jumping off Lover's Leap and the story with that. There's so many stories. Kevin, have you heard about some of those stories with Lover's Leap and things like that? Lizzie B?
I have not.
Oh, well, there's one of the tours. Yeah.
He'll be coming on the tour.
You bet. Have you heard about them?
No, I haven't.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, that may be something that Zach can get into one morning, is talking about some of the haunted things that are going on and have gone on, and questions in Waco. There's some great stories here. Now, do you have experience with any special hauntings when you've done this?
Well, the river is a haunting place in and of itself. You know, you always hear and see and smell wild things out there. And so you know that there's a lot of spirit on the river. So I haven't personally been haunted by anything, but I've definitely had some moments. I've had jump scares on the river, a lot of them. You know, we're out there at night, so we get to have a lot of times that are like, "Ah!" You know?
Well, the Waco Indians years ago, there's got to be so many things in that area concerning the original Native Americans that were in this area, the Wacos.
Sure.
So they're very cool. I love this. This is great. I had no clue. We'll get back to talking more about just what's going on with those kind of tours and kind of leave the hauntings behind. But wow, this is so much fun. Basic information time for somebody just joining us. Sunshine Paddle Adventures. Hours, contact information, social media sites?
Sure. Yeah. Well, you know, we are on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, obviously. You can check us out on our website, sunshinepaddleadventures.com. That's where you can book either tours or rentals. So we do nighttime lighted kayak tours every Friday and Saturday night. And then we have rentals, not of the lighted kayaks, but we have kayak rentals Thursday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we have two locations, one at Brazos Park East and one downtown underneath the Franklin Street Bridge. You can't see us from on top of the Franklin Street Bridge, but there's a sidewalk or a staircase that goes down, and we are right underneath there. It's a really cool setup, actually.
Oh, yeah, and that area is being so developed, so there's a lot to do. It's a great walk to go through there as well. Now, when you do something like that, do you take the kayaks down and then they come back, or do you like some of the other tours that I've seen and been on, where you kind of get in and you go somewhere, then they put you in the water and come back?
Right. So the way that it works with us is whenever you are renting equipment from us, you just come to the location, you would paddle out for the amount of time and then come back to drop your equipment off. On the tours are a little bit different because we launch from several different locations, just depending on which tour it is. And on those tours, you are set up with a guide that will take you out for an hour or two and then bring you back to the same location, put you in and out of the boats. It's great.
Very cool. I love it. Again, here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, sitting in for Zach Owen on his live show. He's somewhere again in the Mediterranean doing something. We'll be back and find out more with Summer on what's going on with all the paddle boat and fun that you can find on the Brazos River. Let's take a break and come back. And when we do, Lizzie B., you're going to be filling us in with all kinds of information about Nash Vegas coming up, correct?
Absolutely.
That's on the way, coming up following this break right here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill.
Looking to upgrade your home? Brazos Valley Tile Installations has you covered. From tile showers and all types of flooring to full bathroom and kitchen remodels. Need granite countertops, painting, or even plumbing and electrical? They can fix it all. With over 28 years of experience, and every employee passes a strict background check, so you know you're in good hands. Call today at 254-258-5254. Brazos Valley Tile Installations, where quality meets trust.
Dive into adventure with scuba.com, your ultimate destination for top-tier scuba and snorkeling gear. With over 20 years of experience, our expert staff, who've dived everywhere from the Galapagos to the Maldives, provides personalized advice to help you find the perfect gear for any underwater journey. Shop leading brands like GoPro, Aqualung, and Scuba Pro. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, trust scuba.com for the best in diving equipment and expert guidance. Explore now at scuba.com. That's SCUBA.com. Scuba.com. BizChair.com, your one-stop shop for premium commercial furniture that blends quality with affordability. From ergonomic office chairs to durable restaurant seating, we cater to diverse industries including corporate, medical, hospitality, and education. With over 20 years of experience, we offer fast shipping, exceptional customer support, and furniture solutions that stand up to high-traffic environment. Elevate your space with BizChair's vast selection of stylish, reliable, and cost-effective furniture. Visit us today at BizChair.com to transform your business. At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Born from a third-generation lighting family, we craft beautifully designed, premium lighting that's made to be affordable. Inspired by Grandma Mitzi's eclectic style, we're on a mission to make high-quality lighting accessible to all. Whether you're updating your space or adding a unique fixture, Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi. Founded in 1910, Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Made to the highest standards, our products won't let you down. We give you the confidence to get out there and explore. Inspired by the past, devoted to the present, and built to inspire a multi-generational future, Samsonite is here to elevate your journey. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. The grinder mentality that Randy and Brent Habert built into 44 Pro runs deep within our team. Every member shares a passion for the craft, the game, and most importantly, the player. When you step onto the field with a 44 Pro custom glove, you'll feel the difference. It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
Zach Owens Show live right back here again at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Time right now to see what's going on in the world of Nashville, and we will do that with Lizzie B. But before, are you finished moving?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Still in the midst of that. But with August coming around, that means we are coming to summer's close. However, concert season is still in full stride. August 7th, you've got Jason Aldean at Bridgestone Arena. August 9th, the Suicide Boys at Bridgestone. On August 12th, The Weeknd is going to be at Nissan Stadium. August 14th, Rod Stewart, who is still alive, by the way, I totally did not know that, is going to be at Ascend Amphitheater. On August 19th, Katy Perry is going to be at Bridgestone. On August 20th, Teddy Swims is going to be at Ascend Amphitheater. And on the 21st, Linkin Park is going to be at Bridgestone. While these are your biggest names in music and the biggest events, biggest event venues in Nashville, I highly encourage you to check out all of the hundreds of thousands of local venues that will be hosting some of your favorite underground artists in your area. I'm Lizzie B. at the Backyard with your Nashville news, and I'll see you next time.
I'm still amazed. You didn't think Rod Stewart was still with us?
No, I didn't. I, for some reason, saw like an impersonator of him while I was at the beach one time and just automatically assumed that if there's an impersonator, the person is dead.
Wow. See, I'm surprised Linkin Park is still alive because at least one of them is not.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
They got a new head man.
Yes.
Yeah.
This just in, Rod Stewart still alive.
Still with us.
All right. Okay. And you know what? I'm into that age where I played a lot of early Rod Stewart stuff on the radio. So I can't wait when Zach gets back to one day get a phone call going, Lizzie B said you were gone. No. All right. Let's see. Let's see what today's celebrations are. The first one is one of my favorites, and I try to celebrate as often as I can. National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a pecan one? Do you like nuts in yours? Do you like plain ones?
I'm from the South, sir.
Okay.
We put pecans in everything.
You bet. Isn't that the truth? Yes. And if you get those really good, thick, warm ones, you put them in the bottom of big, like a soup bowl, a couple of scoops of Bluebell vanilla.
Now you're speaking my language.
That's it. I understand. So celebrate. I will do that now that we've talked about it. Celebrating the Coast Guard today. It's National Coast Guard Day. Raisin Bran Day. We talked about shredded wheat and things like that.
We did,
I'm not
yeah.
a Raisin Bran cereal kind of guy.
Yeah?
I will eat raisins.
Yeah?
But I don't know.
Not
something
for
about
you,
it.
huh?
Single Working Women's Day.
Ooh, I like this one.
Are you celebrating that?
I mean, ish. I don't know. There's not a ring on it or anything, but I live on my own, pay my own bills, bought my car, raised my dog by myself. I guess I'm a single dog parent.
Okay.
I work.
All right.
Yep.
Y'all are welcome.
So I kind of think there'll be a celebration with her. Okay. Let's see. National White Wine Day. Are you a white wine fan? Red wines?
I have a white wine in my fridge right now.
Do you? Okay.
do.
I have an empty white wine bottle in my trash right now. That's a whole other issue to get into.
This guy.
Assistant Dog Day. And this is pretty cool. The first Monday of International Assistant Dog Week, dedicated to service animals. And I am a huge believer in service animals. I'm amazed that they can be trained the way they are. And I think that if you need one, you should be able to have one.
Yep, agreed.
Very good. Sometimes they get them for disabilities or just various other things. I'm amazed at the ones that can recognize strokes, recognize health changes in people.
Right. It's incredible. I've seen stuff like that where people sit down right before they have a seizure because their
Yes.
dog came over and nudged them.
Yeah.
What trust there has to be between a human and an animal for that kind of thing to happen.
Well, and I nothing against that, but I think that if you've had a dog for a while, your dog will know you and may come up to you at certain times and you're like, oh yeah, I've got a little bit of this. And I think it's amazing that they can recognize so many things.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's funny because I'm an animated person. I know that's shocking, but I'm super
Really?
animated. And whenever I get excited and I'm kind of jumping around or telling a cool story, which happens a lot, my dog starts doing little like jumpy twirls and she gets a little chatty too. You know, I'm like, we are telling you the best story right now. So, yeah.
Speaking of stories, let's talk about the story. How's that for a transition, right?
That's pretty good, actually.
Sunshine Paddle Adventures. Summer Shine with us to talk about this. First off, are you a native Waco and Central Texan person?
I was born in Temple, and I have lived in some part of Central Texas my entire life. I am born and bred Texan, and I can't imagine living anywhere else. I love it here.
Very cool. So what brought you into the world of water type things that are going on, sports and things?
Well, it was COVID. Isn't that how a lot of stories start? No, I had a really rough COVID. I had a very hard COVID. I am an extrovert, like the most extreme form of extrovert that you could get. And I had just in 2019, I owned 3 businesses, and I sold them all or parted ways with them. One of them was a nonprofit, so I resigned as the CEO, and I was going to do this new career that was crushed by COVID. And so it was a really like dark time for me, and there wasn't a lot that people would do with you or that you could do with others, but kayaking was one of those things. You know, kayaking was one of the things that people could get out and do, and you know, because of the isolation and the you know, taking away, there was a lot of identity. I had a lot of identity in my businesses. So taking those things away was just really frightening for me. And kayaking was something I was able to like throw myself into and become obsessed with. I do that. I become obsessed with things and then I overdo them and then I start a business and, you know, and thus is life. Anyway, I digress.
But the 6 foot separation works great.
Right. Yeah, it does work great. It's very easy to be separated in a kayak, and people wanted to be outside and they wanted to be gathered together. And so I also found a lot of solace in the water. I had lots of mental health issues that came up during COVID. I had my first panic attack during COVID, and you know, like I said, identity issues and weird relationships. You know, it's crazy who you'll date when you're mentally ill. And so
We'll talk about that story the next time we visit.
for real, I'm being dead serious. So anyway, the river, I found a lot of solace in the river because it was a place where I could think clearly. I could see other people. It was very social and interactive for me. And then it was also a place where I could just heal. So I would go there and just go on personal solo kayaks by myself and pray and meditate and do the things, heal in the water. That's what water is, a super healing
Are you a water sign, by the way?
I am a water sign. I'm a Scorpio.
Yes, okay,
Again,
all right.
you're welcome.
All right. It's starting to all come together.
Yeah, totally.
And again, water sports are one of those things where you can do together, separate, any way you like on that. When somebody says, hey, I want to do some kayaking, and they're unsure about their level. I've never done this. I've done it a few times. I didn't like it, but I'm going to try it again. Do you coach and lead them into where they need to start out in a level with you?
Yeah, absolutely. A really easy way to get started kayaking. I want to tell you, I want to be like, kayaking is for everyone. Obviously, some people have physical restrictions that would keep them from getting on the water. We like to encourage people to be able to swim in case you go into the water. So that's one of those restrictions. You don't have to know how to swim, but you have to know how to hold on to a boat. Although we never have people tip over. I've been doing this for 2 seasons now, and we've never had a boat flip over. So I knock on wood. I should not have said that.
I don't think that's a jinxing kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
I think that's people actually being aware of what they're doing these days.
People are being aware of what they're doing, and that is a testament to the skill level that you have to go kayaking. You don't have to have a lot of skill to do it. It's very easy. It's intuitive. You get out on the water, and you realize very quickly how a paddle works. You put it in the water, you move forward, you realize quickly what it takes to turn, and a lot of that's from messing up, from sticking the paddle in the wrong way. And so the first couple of hours that you're out there are kind of like trial and error, but it's so much fun. Number one, it's outside. Who doesn't want to be outside? This has been the most beautiful summer I've ever experienced in my life in Central Texas. I've lived here for some years, and this has been the most. It's just been a great weather summer. So it's beautiful outside. There's other people doing it. Being on the water is really great. So there's just lots of reasons to get out there. And it's physical. It's a really, really great way to get some activity in. And children love it. So it's from age ranges, the smallest child we've ever had out was an 18-month-old, and it was a family member, not my family member, but somebody we're very, very close to, and so they got out there, and the baby just slept in their lap the entire time. It was the cutest thing. But we do have life jackets for infants all the way up to, they call them super large in the life jacket world instead of extra large. So we have super large life jackets.
Is that a requirement before you go out there, or is that kind of up to the person?
No, you have to have a life jacket on the vessel. You don't have to wear it. Anybody over 16 has to wear it, and we highly encourage people to wear it, especially if you're brand new. At night, that's for the rentals. At night, when we go out on the tours, everybody has to wear a life jacket.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Again, it's the Sunshine Paddle Adventures. And if you didn't know, they are right here in Waco. You'll find them on the Brazos River at a couple of spots.
Yeah,
you've got a couple of locations.
Beautiful Brazos River, by the way. There's so much history there, and there's so much to see. I think that municipal riverbeds kind of get a not a bad rap, but they're people don't think of them as recreational. They think of them as scenery downtown. And this is a really recreational river. We have lots of launch spots. There's lots of cool places to pull over and see, different types of nature and wildlife. And I mean, it's great out there. And people don't realize that. There's a very social aspect to the river downtown where you're seeing people in Cameron Park, and they're at the splash pad, and they're chilling, doing barbecues under the pavilions, and they're on the walk walkway, and you can see all of that from the river. And it's really interactive with the people because they want to wave at you and chit chat with you and see, there's people fishing along the shoreline. And then there is down into the park in the bluffs where the Bosque meets the Brazos. If you go up the Bosque, there's bluffs on either side of the river. It's very quiet. You can hear a bird fly above you. You can hear their wings flapping as they fly above you, and they get really close to you because they are brave in Cameron Park. So there's lots of wildlife down there, and you hardly see people at all. There are people in Cameron Park, you just can't see them. It's just a really cool time downtown.
And if you've only seen the overlooks, cliffs, and things like that from above, you need to see them from below because it is a whole different perspective.
It's a whole different experience. It's really neat. Yeah.
Very good. Summer Shine with us today. Let's go ahead and take one more commercial break here. We'll come back and talk more because I want to talk about some of the wildlife. You may know where I'm going with this next segment about wildlife.
Man.
Just because it has been newsworthy at times.
Of course it has. Of course it has.
It has been interesting to listen to what people say, how they say that, and see what your experiences are. We'll be right back at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Zach Owen live show right here. Come see us and hang with us.
Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress. It's like a wearable hug for your nervous system that helps you calm down and feel better. The Apollo wearable will send gentle vibrations to your body, like a song you can feel instead of hear. You feel better. You sleep better. And you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
When you learn a language with Babbel, you start a journey that takes you further and further. Anytime and anywhere you wish. It's easy and fun. Broadens your horizons and keeps your brain fit. A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
BadCreditLoans.com is a pioneering service provider that has carved a reputation in the financial industry for its dedication to helping individuals with bad credit secure loans. By making timely repayments, borrowers can gradually repair their credit history, thereby increasing their chances of securing better loan terms in the future. BadCreditLoans.com serves as a beacon of hope for those with bad credit. Simple, fast, and reliable loan application process. And its commitment to responsible borrowing makes it a trusted partner in the journey towards financial stability.
Did you know nearly all stock price changes of 10% or more result from a single news headline? These news catalysts create trading opportunities every day. All you need is a little help to reach out and take them. It doesn't matter if your investment budget is small or big. All you need is Benzinga Pro and its powerful news alerts, price tracking, and portfolio monitoring. Subscribe now, and we'll skyrocket your portfolio today.
I've always had thin hair my whole life. It breaks off at a certain length. In the last 6 months, I've noticed it just really bad. I mean, you could totally see it. I wear a hat a lot. I tried several different products. My experience with the Bosley MD hair regrowth kit was amazing. It was easy to use. It let me take off my hat. I could go in public and have my picture taken and feel normal again.
BosleyMD.com.
Back here again at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Zach Owen Show live. Terry Hutt filling in while Zach is on trip number 45 of his and Jim's big travel club. That's been going on forever. That's a lot of them, you know?
That is a lot of trips. That's so cool, though. I want to be a part of a travel
before
club.
he left, didn't we? about the one coming up? The next one is?
The next one is Turks and Caicos.
That's right, yes. And that's where I'm going to be headed to on a cruise coming up in February.
Nice.
Going that way. As you wake up this morning, you're probably going, why is the ground wet? We had a pretty good line of rain showers and thunder showers move through this morning. Some areas, actual thunderstorms. You may need to get your day started. It's a Monday with rain, so it's easy to sleep in. Be Kind Coffee, I would suggest. Stop by, make sure you get a big cup there, and you can find out more about it when you stop by on Washington Avenue, 1534 Washington Avenue. Be Kind Coffee. Be kind to me as you wake me up. And you'll find that they're open at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, so just in time to pick that up before you head to work. And, of course, if you need one when you hit the afternoon snooze, they are open till 6 o'clock. So find out more, Be Kind Coffee Crew at .com. That's where you can find out more. So check them out and thank them for supporting the Zach Owen Live show. We appreciate that. Back again to talk more about Sunshine Paddle Adventures. Summer is with us. Her real name is Summer Shine, which is great. So wildlife on there. Now, you said there were places we can't go. About talking about that.
Oh.
But we have to, because I think... not that media does this all the time, but they tend to stretch things out when you find something.
Sure.
Sensationalize it, if you will. I've only seen one small gator.
Oh, yeah. People talk about the alligators on the Brazos River, and it's a thing. Of course, there's going to be wildlife on the river.
It's a river.
We literally intruded their space. We built buildings on top of their homes. We changed their environment. I mean, there's going to be wildlife here. And I have seen the alligators. I've only seen them once, and I've seen them in a real specific location that would be very, it's perfect for them. It's a perfect habitat for them. One thing that I have learned more about than I wanted to know about was the behavior of alligators and what environments they like and stuff like that. And Brazos is not the ideal location for alligators. And so they won't thrive here. They're not going to get big. No. They're not aggressive because there's tons of food for them to eat. And I'm not talking about the pizza people throw off the balcony at the pizza and beer place. I'm talking about all the fish and the other wildlife that they want to snack on. And fun fact, I encourage everyone to go Google how many alligator attacks there have been in the United States in the last 20 years. Just stretch it to the last 20 years. You will find that it's 5. And 4 of them were in Florida, 1 at Disney World.
All right.
So there you go. Alligators, you don't bother them. They won't bother you. They're not, number one, we're too big a prey for them. They're not trying to wrestle down a human. Are you kidding? They don't want anything to do with us. They're really scared of us. So,
but there are great wildlife spots that you can go there where you see the birds and flying wildlife. I mean, when it comes to maybe the blue herons and things like that, those are so great to see them fly in, and you can get an idea. At one point, have you seen the eagles?
Oh, yeah. Yes, for sure. And it's a gorgeous, majestic sight. It is one of the coolest things to see. The birds on the Brazos, it's such a different perspective than you have ever seen them before. And so it's just really neat because you get to pull right up on a lot of birds and, ducks. Ducks are way prettier than than the wooden duck you saw on the desk, when you were a kid or whatever. Ducks are gorgeous animals. They're just so beautiful and so unique. The color blue that some of them have and the colors of green. I mean, it's really neat. I always thought that when I was little growing up, I thought colors were made up by humans. I thought they were crayons in a box. And as I have become an adult, obviously, science or whatever. But seeing some of the colors that you see on birds is just amazing how we could have even attempted to recreate some of that majesty, you know?
Exactly true. One of the cool things, and this, for me, a childhood thing, growing up in Fort Worth with the Trinity and watching the logs and things, I love to see all the turtles.
Oh,
and they'll be sunny. They'll be 50 of them on a 5-foot log, and they're all just stacked on top of each other trying to sun. And I love watching turtles.
We like making up like lore for the turtles. You know, we make up like backstories. We're like, this is Samantha and her husband Joe, and these are their 19 children. You know, so we like to give them, you know, little stories where they work. Joe's an engineer. You know,
right.
Samantha's a school teacher.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you tell people to come by and visit, do you have your favorite hot spots to make sure you go here and look, go here and see little areas to go into?
Well, of course I do. I can't give those secrets away.
I was going to say, now you're going to share your secrets. You're going to hold them to yourself.
Yeah, there's actually a ton of really, really cool things to see on the Brazos that are unexpected. There is a series of tunnels on the Brazos River that you can get into. And so I don't send people down there by themselves because I don't want to. But I'll take you down there. We have a tunnel tour.
Yeah.
We do have, but there's a tunnel that has graffiti in it, and it's like updated graffiti. It's very regularly. One of the reasons that I don't want to tell people where the graffiti tunnel is because I want to honor the artists that go down there,
right.
And they go down there regularly. And I'm not trying to mess up the full-on art show that we get every single week. We go down there a lot because it is like the most beautiful street art you have ever seen in your life. And so there's a graffiti tunnel on the Brazos River, and you cannot see it from the river, and I'm not going to tell you how to get to it. You'll just have to come on a tunnel tour.
If you don't know, you won't find it, but there is a way. Just contact you.
Yeah, and it's super easy to get to, too. We have our adventure tours are my favorite tours. They're longer. They're meant for people who have experienced kayaking, and they're meant for people who have athletic ability. There's some, like running up. There's like a real steep embankment that you have to run up as opposed to just walking up it. There's like trees you have to climb around. You have to get in and out of the kayak, and it's kayaking for 4 to 6 hours. So those are our adventure tours, and those are my favorites. And the tunnel, the graffiti tunnel, is in one of our adventure tours. So, but there's also there's a tunnel that's underneath Martin Luther King. You can see it from across the park from Pecan Bottoms. It's a big round tunnel, and it goes over to a tributary, just a small little pond on the other side of it, and that's where I've seen the alligators. It's perfect location for them because it's it's shallow on the shoreline. There's no boats can go back there because of the tunnel, and so anyway, it's really gorgeous back there. And so if you want to try to see the alligators, which is a really cool experience, by the way, it's breathtaking to see it.
Anything like that you see in the wild,
right?
Yes.
Yeah. You don't get to see these things on a normal basis. So when you do, I had a particularly magical moment with the alligators because I was on the water during the full solar eclipse. And
what a great place to be there.
It was one of the most spiritual moments of my entire life. I wasn't expecting it. I started bawling. My friend that was with me was like, "Quit crying, you're gonna miss the eclipse." And I can't quit crying.
But the eclipse was very spiritual, at least for me, and I'm sure a lot of other people that we talked to.
I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's how amazing it was. And then paddled back through the tunnel right after that and saw the alligators. So the alligators were even there.
Well, see, here's what's the coolest thing about your business is it may show people something they knew was there the whole time,
right,
but they never knew the full story or got the full aspect of an adventure on the river doing certain things like that.
That's right.
It's not like we still have an old riverboat that goes up and down and does all of that. Paddle boat's going to be the best way to get through there. Just because kayaks, they're small, you can go through things and get close to it. I think that's a great business you're into.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to check it out.
Come on
Kevin,
down.
y'all ready to go today?
Come on down.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
do it.
go.
Yeah, you bet. Very cool. Once again, remind everybody how they can find out more about what's going on and where you are on social.
SunshinePaddleAdventures.com is our website. You can book there. All of the tours have a full description and lots of pictures on our website. You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram. And then, we are downtown. We have a downtown location underneath the Franklin Street Bridge. And then we have a location in Brazos Park East at Summers Boat Ramp. So
Very good.
Yeah.
Summers Boat Ramp.
It's the South Boat Ramp, but
Okay,
dang I'm trying to make it work. I walked confidently into that.
I didn't know it had a name, but yes, that's something from long ago.
Yeah.
Well, take ownership. Say it like you coined it.
That's right. I'm trying.
Backyard Bar Stage and Grill is where we are. We've got Colton Hawkins on the stage a little bit later on, but we are having a great time talking to Summer about all kinds of things to do on the river right here in Waco. And again, how long has this been going on?
Yeah, so there were two existing paddle companies, and they have both been around for about 8 years, and they've done really well down on the Brazos, done really good. Both of them had extended family. Their families, they have small children, both of them do. So anyway, it has been going on for a really long time. I think paddle sports on the river, one of my best friends has lived here his whole life, and he's been paddling on the Brazos since he was a child. I've seen pictures of him on kayaks with his dad, and when he was just real little. So, and the face of the Brazos has changed so much, and it continues to change. It's just getting cooler and cooler all the time. The city is pumping more money into it, and just really making it a really great place.
The entire downtown area has been growing, and there's so many things to do. So you can start on the river,
Right.
or you can end on the river.
Right.
But there's so many. Talk about food, checking out some of the other places of entertainment and things like that. You can make a full weekend, which is what we were talking about originally with what Zach's idea was on this, or Kevin, it was yours, that there are so many things to do during the remainder of this summer, and a lot of those will carry over into the fall as well.
Absolutely. And let me just tell you, getting out on a kayak with your family is the cheapest form of entertainment here in Waco, Texas. You are not going to find anything that is priced better for family entertainment that is outside and active. You're never going to regret getting your kids out in the vitamin D. You're never going to regret taking your girlfriend out on a kayak for a sweet little trip. It's always a lot of fun. So I'm just saying.
Okay, very
cheap
good.
entertainment.
Well, and I think that's the key is this is still Waco.
Right,
And there
yeah,
are inexpensive
right.
things to do.
That's right.
And
That's right.
if you want to pay $800 for a concert ticket, see you in Dallas or
Right.
Houston
Yeah.
or Austin.
Yes.
If you want to get on a river and you want to pay $300, you can go to Austin.
Sure.
But why? When you've got all of this right here. What did we call them? We called them staycations years ago, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And there are so many things that you can do right here, and this is one of the greatest ones that I've learned about.
Yeah, and hey, on Labor Day, we're going to have a full weekend of multiple tours a day, tons of activities to do. We're going to have different, like Labor Day weekend parties, and on actual Monday, we're going to do our longest tour ever. It's just going to be a really, really great time.
Again, remind everybody how they can find out more.
Facebook, Sunshine Paddle Adventures. You can go to our website, which is sunshinepaddleadventures.com. We're on Instagram. And then you can come down to our locations downtown or at Brazos Park East.
When you're wandering around downtown, don't forget you don't have to stop at the river. You can walk down to the river and see things.
That's right. There's staircases all along the river, and you can walk right next to the water. And it's really pretty down there. It's a great environment. Yeah.
It really is. And if you've never hiked around just the river, not necessarily going into the trails, but you can start at Brazos Park East, come all the way around down to the suspension bridge and go back. It's like 7 miles, and it's a great walk.
It's a great walk. Yeah, we have people that do it all the time. That's how we've made friends out there.
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But before you leave, I
Yes.
have handed you the list of our jokes of the day. We're going to put you on the spot. You said you've picked out a couple. Which one do you think will be the one that sells the best?
I think this is the one.
All right, here we go.
I think
All
this
right.
is the one.
Captive audience here. Let's see how it goes.
I
Thumbs up
love
or
it.
thumbs down, guys? You're on.
Okay. Why did the TV go to therapy?
Why?
Why? Yeah.
It couldn't handle all the drama. Ching. That was good. Come on. Hey.
That's good.
That one was good.
I love it.
it.
Yes. Thank you very much again for being here. Colton Hawkins, he's wandering around, so he's going to be on the stage coming up, the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, Zach Owen Show Live. Before we say goodbye to you and let it go for the next hour, we've got Lizzie B back. Act locally, Waco News. I was checking some of the stuff because as a nonprofit, we get those every Friday. We get a list of things, and you can sign up and subscribe to get that information too, right?
Yes, absolutely. But first, the Historic Waco Foundation has announced that all of Waco's historic homes will be closed for the entire month of August for maintenance and detailing. While the house tours are on hold, office hours are still up and functioning, so you can give them a call, ask a ton of questions. Up next, the Eastside Market is celebrating 6 years at Brotherwell Brewing on August 16th from 5 to 9 p.m. With your favorite vendors, food trucks, and creatives, you do not want to miss this market. In fact, Eastside Market claims that it's more than just that. It's a space where stories are shared, culture is celebrated, and community is centered. Finally, this week is National Farmers Market Week, and Downtown Waco Farmers Market is celebrating with a giveaway. If you made a purchase at the last Farmers Market on August 2nd, take a photo of you in your haul, post it on Instagram, and tag Waco Downtown Farmers Market. They will be selecting 5 winners to receive an Arctic cooler, a $50 market gift certificate, and a family day pass to any of our local water parks. I'm Lizzie B with your Act Locally News, and I'll see you next time.
So a question real quick, if somebody has an event that they've heard about and they want to get more information, is there any way that are there links posted to these when you go to the calendar and things like that?
Yes, absolutely. It'll have all of the information from the PDF to the link where you can find more information to even who submitted the event to posting it. So you can email them directly and with questions that you have. All on Act Locally Waco's website.
It's a great site for things going on locally. And that's kind of what this is all about that we're doing this morning. Thank you, Summer, for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been fun.
It has been great. I think a lot of us have learned more than we really knew about the river activities. The tunnels are the coolest thing.
They're so cool.
So a word of the wise, if you're going to try to go in a tunnel and try to find out, don't all go at the same time. So we have 500 kayaks and boats going around because we don't want any problems on the river.
Go all at the same time. Come on. That sounds like a great time to me. 500 kayaks at the same time? Let's go.
We could do it like the old rubber duck nonprofit thing.
Yeah. You know, that's coming up.
You bet on which one's going to float down the farthest. We'll be back. We've got live music on the way coming up right here from the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Zach Owen Show Live continues right around the corner coming up.
At Tusane's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusanes.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels, our rebounders improve accuracy, control, and technique in both sports. Built with premium materials for durability and ease of use, they're ideal for training anywhere, anytime. Whether you're perfecting your soccer game or sharpening your lacrosse skills, Open Goal USA has you covered. Visit OpenGoAAALusa.com and elevate your training today.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com. where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com.
The Zach Owen Live Show. The Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill is so gracious to let us come in here. Good to see Chris a few minutes ago when he popped in. I haven't seen him since the old radio days, I don't think. It goes back a long time. But we've got Colton Hawkins. Colton, welcome in, bud.
Morning. How are y'all?
We're good. So talk to us about what's up with Colton today.
Well, barely awake, number one, and a little rained out. Other than that, you're looking at it, basically.
So guitar, picking, playing, songwriting, all of the above?
Yeah, it's more cover band than anything, but I've written a few. But yeah, pretty much.
So do you find certain times when the writing comes to you, or is that starting to develop a little more?
Yeah, it's trying to. Usually I'm busy doing something else, and you kind of got to sneak off to the corner for a minute and write it down before you forget it, because you will forget it.
Right, and if you wake up in the middle of the night, do you have that where you can actually read the writing?
There's been one or two times, maybe.
Okay, very good.
I'm not a very good speller in the middle of the night, though.
Well, sometimes it's all got to be phonetically as long as you can kind of keep up with it a little bit. But I talked to some of these people, it's like, oh, man, I had an idea, woke up in the middle of the night, and I scribbled something down and could not read it the next day.
Yep.
And I think that's where a lot of people are going to their phone to record a couple of things like that.
At the very least, you could type it into notes. It's easy to read typing.
Yes, that's true. Even if there's mistakes in it, you can actually find the word easy.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Very good. Where do you hail from originally?
Mount Calm originally.
Okay,
right
all right.
Down the road.
Yeah, not far from here.
No, not really. I live in West now, so it's a little bit shorter of a drive, but the rain kind of made it a long one anyway.
Well, it's so unique to see rain early in August.
Right. It's very strange, actually.
But we're not going to argue with it at all.
No, absolutely not.
This has been one of those interesting summers with the rain in June and July and the hot that we've had the last few days to wake up to rain. I know it interferes with some people's business, but it is welcome. So we're glad to see that. Glad that you got down the interstate to see us as well. And let's talk about music. Been playing the guitar since when?
I probably picked it up when I was about 10.
Was that the first instrument you picked up, or was there something else?
I think I tried to play clarinet in the 5th grade or something like that, only because my Nana had one, and it was band, in middle school.
Right, so you went there and they said, this is going to be yours.
Yeah, pretty much, and it wasn't a very manly instrument. On top of that, I wasn't good at it.
And I'm trying to think, because predominantly you're mainly country. How many country songs have a clarinet in them?
Probably more than I would think, but
yeah, but you'd have to really look. Yeah, yeah. I know we've had people who played sax, and we talked about that in country music last week some. But clarinet, I'm not sure. So the guitar, is that a guitar you've had for a while? Does this one have a name like Willie Has Trigger?
I don't think I've ever named it, but yeah, I've had this one. I think I bought it in 2020. It was the first Martin I had, the first American-made any kind of guitar, but I like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's start it off with some tunes.
All right. Let me think. I might do a Merle Haggard song first.
Mighty Merle. Nothing wrong with Merle Haggard. This is Colton Hawkins at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill on the Zach Owen Show Live.
My hat don't hang on the same nail too long. My ears can't stand to hear the same old song. And I don't leave the highway long enough, bogged down in the mud. I've got rambling fever in my blood. Caught this rambling fever long ago, when I first heard a lonesome whistle blow. And if someone said I ever gave a damn, hey, damn sure told you wrong. I've had rambling fever all day long. Rambling fever, well, the kind that can't be measured by degree. Rambling fever, well, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Now, these times I'd like to bed down on the sofa, let some pretty lady rub my back, spend the early morning drinking coffee and talking about when I'll be coming back. But I don't let no woman tie me down, and I'll never get too old to get around. I want to dial on the highway and ride away like some old high-line pole. Rest this rambling fever in my soul. Rambling fever, well, the kind that can't be measured by degree. Rambling fever, well, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. No, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease.
Colton Hawkins, nice job.
Mighty
Merle. Now, are you a big Merle fan? Do you,
for sure.
Do you remember the first Merle song you ever heard?
Well, it's probably a generic answer, but the truth probably is it was probably Silver Wings.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the answer with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Is you heard that, and immediately that was one of the ones that just stayed. I mean, look how long ago it was recorded, and it's still played now.
Oh yeah,
and people still talk about that, and that's still a dance favorite.
Oh yeah, it's probably one of the most covered songs probably ever, if I had to guess. Country songs anyway.
Yeah. Oh, you bet. Now, some of the influences, Merle Haggard obviously is one, but
Leonard Skinner's the reason I picked up a guitar.
Oh, but, all right.
I can't play as good as them boys could.
Do you do some Skinner here and there?
I try to, but well, to be honest with you, I probably smoked too many cigarettes to be able to sing like that.
Ronnie Van Zant, those guys, yes. Not to jump around, but Kevin's heard me do this all the time that I've been filling in. My Leonard Skinner story was I had tickets for the tour when the plane crashed.
Oh man!
And never got to see him live.
Well,
and to this day, one of those things is like, man, what if? Just what if?
Yeah.
Yeah, Skinner, great things in there.
yeah.
Now, when you were playing before we went on, did I pick up a little Keith Whitley sound too?
That's fixing to get right there. You was talking about missing Skinner. I said, well, I was born in 91 and he died in 89. So that's kind of not the same kind of story, but you get old enough to figure it out and you realize, oh, hell, they're dead. Well, I'm never going to get to see them.
I was on the radio when the news first came in that we got the call from Nashville. And we were told to sit on the information for a while because Lori, I think, was touring somewhere in Texas, and we didn't want that information out before somebody had a chance to talk to her. Do you have some Keith Whitley you can do?
I got one. It's kind of probably the more morbid one, but we can do it.
I can't stand to see a good man go to waste. One who never combs his hair or shaves his face. A man who leans on wine over love that's told a lie. Oh, it tears me up to see a grown man cry. So I never go around mirror. Well, I can't stand to see me without you by my side. No, I never go around mirror. Well, 'cause I got a heartache to hide. I can't stand to be where heartaches hang around. Now it's so easy for the blues to get me down, and to see a grown man crawl is more than I can stand. And I can't look into the eyes of half a man. So I never go around mirror. I can't stand to see me without you by my side. No, I never go around mirror. Well, 'cause I got a heartache to hide, and it tears me up to see a grown man cry.
Colton Hawkins, by the way, that song was co-written by Whitey Schaefer
and Lefty
Frizzell.
Yep.
And while I'm listening to you say, there's a little Lefty coming out of there too.
I've tried to. That one, I can't fake that. I can't fake Keith Whitley either, but I can get a little bit closer.
Oh, yeah.
But there's already those two guys. So you ain't going to get nowhere having that voice.
Wow. Yeah. If you're a country fan, this is what you want to be hearing. And, man, that's a way to start a Monday off that had a little bit of rain.
Yep.
Tell us how we can keep up with what's going on with Colton Hawkins.
Well, he had asked me a while ago, but I've got a Facebook, but I don't ever get on it. So it's just me on there, Colton Hawkins, Colton. And I play around West and Tokyo. I don't come to Waco too much anymore, but I need to get back into it.
Coming back to the big city, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of what it feels like. A little cliche, I guess, but that's what it feels like.
And again, it can be the way it's growing and things like that. We've got more music coming up from you shortly. Let's take a short pause here. And again, thanks some of the people that are helping make it all possible, including our friends at Mike's Car Care with the auto repair and service. They are very proud to have you as a customer. If you're not a customer yet, what's wrong? You need to be on their list. And you will be a great satisfied customer just like everybody else because they're going to put you and your needs of your vehicle first. They're on Sanger Avenue in Waco. Mike is the man. Mike's Car Care. You can call them to set up an appointment. Get more information at 254-732-1202. Fair rates. They'll take care of whatever you need. We've talked about this earlier that with the rain, roads get a little bit slick. Maybe there's some things you need to have taken care of that you didn't know until right now. So that would be the way to go. Stop by and talk to them and tell them, of course, that you appreciate them helping bring some of this great live country music to the Zach Owens Show live right here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill.
Hi, my name's Erica, and today I'm going to be taking you through my skincare routine using the Tasmanian Spring Water range from Sand & Sky. This range is really good for dry and dehydrated skin like myself. It's packed with 2 types of hyaluronic acid and fermented sea kelp to reduce redness and irritation, which I experience daily. So that's it. It's so quick and so easy, and my skin feels so dewy and so hydrated.
So all you have to do is tap your Popple to the back of someone's phone, like that, and they instantly get your social media and contact info right on their screen. They don't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. With our feature called Popple Direct, you can pop one of your links directly. I turned Direct on for Instagram. Now when I pop someone's phone, it opens directly to my Instagram. So get your Popple today and start impressing everyone you meet. Make it pop.
Welcome to Market XLS, your all-in-one Excel solution for investors. Designed as an enterprise-grade platform, Market XLS caters to investment managers, registered investment advisors, asset managers, financial analysts, option traders, and individual investors alike. We kickstart your journey with AI and an automatic spreadsheet. Market XLS is your gateway to intelligent, secure, and efficient investment management and research. Book your free demo.
Welcome to Kit Bag, the ultimate destination for football fans. Whether you're cheering for Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, or any other top club, we've got your team's colors running through our veins. From official replica kits to custom player prints of your favorite stars like Ronaldo, Messi, and Kane, Kit Bag is your one-stop shop for all things football. Powered by Fanatics, we deliver to over 180 countries, ensuring you get the gear you need fast. For true football passion, think Kit Bag. Visit kitbag.com today. That's kitbag.com. Kit Bag. For 75 years, Nalgene Outdoor has been your trusted companion, fueling adventures and helping protect the planet. We're committed to reducing waste, improving access to clean water, and providing simple, safe, and sustainable products for you and your family. No gimmicks, just durable, well-designed bottles built to last. Join us on our mission to amplify life, not complicate it. Because at Nalgene, what goes into our bottles matters as much as the adventures they fuel. Explore more at nalgene.com. That's NALGENE.com. Looking for tickets to the hottest shows, games, and events? Ticket Liquidator is your one-stop shop for great prices, no hassles, and guaranteed tickets. Since 2003, we've been connecting buyers and sellers, providing access to sold-out events at prices lower than most secondary market options. Whether it's sports, theater, or concerts, our massive nationwide network ensures you get the tickets you want, guaranteed. For the best seats at the biggest events, start with Ticket Liquidator today at ticketliquidator.com. That's TICKETLIQUIDATOR.com.
Proud to be setting in for my buddy Zach Owen at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill for the Zach Owen Show Live. I know he has been posting, if you keep up with Zach, they were Greece still. Is that where they were? Athens? I can't remember where they were. But they've got a lot of tour. And if you are familiar with those travel club trips that he and Jim did for years, this is number 45 they're on. Number 45, and he was talking to us about Turks and Caicos for number 46. And I'm sure he'll tell you more about that when he gets back here in a couple of weeks, all right? Back here at the the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, Colton Hawkins with us. Colton, glad to have you in here, bud.
Yeah, glad to be here.
And digging the music. I mean, I was born and raised on traditional, great things.
Yep,
and it's neat to know that years and years and years ago, when these songs came out, they're still being played all over. I just don't get the feel that something in the last 5 or 6 years is going to have those kind of legs in 30 years.
I don't think so either, but you never know. But I've been surprised before.
Oh, I know. Yeah, certain songs, you bet. Speaking of songs, let's see what we can find out about the day in music history, country music, okay? This will take you back. You're too young, but you know the song. 1966, another guy that had that sound that I think you could come with, David Houston, Almost Persuaded.
Oh, man, I hadn't thought about that song in a long time.
That started a 9-week run at number 1 on Billboard singles chart on this date. How about the Judds? You know, let me see. When was this? 84? Earned their very first number 1 with Mama, He's Crazy. And I remember the first time I played Judd's music on the radio, and it just had that different feel.
Yeah.
And you knew as soon as you played it that this was something that was going to be around.
It's got a lot of soul in it.
Really did. And it wasn't overproduced.
Yeah, it was simple and soulful.
I mean, it was Judd's music, and it was kind of an acoustic electrical sound,
right?
And not highly produced. 1993, one of the favorites of mine in country music, redheaded flamethrower Reba McEntire.
Oh yeah,
her cover of Kathy's Clown hit number 1 on the date back in 1993, and Big and Rich.
Oh, Lord.
Who I had that question when they first came out. It's like, all right, show me what you got. But in 2007, they hit number 1 with Lost in This Moment right around this time. But that was the number 1 in Canada. Canada on the date. So we've also got some birthdays to celebrate. We'll do that coming up shortly. But let's talk more about music and what's going on with you. You talked about playing around Tokyo and West. Do you have any shows coming up?
Well, you'd think I would have prepared that. Let me look. It's that early morning brain, man.
That's okay, but you know, here you're one of these guys that is more music oriented than all of the other stuff, and that shows. You put it all in the music. You check things when you need to. The rest of the time, you're either listening or playing some of those great songs that are around.
Yes,
we did have a comment that said that your wife updates the Facebook with your shows. So,
indeed, I'm sure that was my wife who commented that.
It was technically from your name listed. So, but you're up there.
Yeah,
so it probably.
Well, I got my phone in my hand. You never know, man. I'm a magician. But I'll be at Miners on the 9th of this month for Matt Snookhouse benefit. So come out. I think they're you can buy raffles and there you can get a barbecue pit. I think that's how that goes. And then 16th, yeah, that's another deal. And then I'll be back at Miners on the 22nd. And it says I'll be at Tipsy Lion in West on the 30th. She hadn't told me about that one yet, but if it's on there, it's got to be real.
Manager will tell you about that, right?
That's right.
Yes, and it's funny. Your manager also gives you honeydews, right?
Oh, for sure. It's whether I do them, but sometimes I just leave them at Honey's because sometimes I don't do them.
I understand.
So she'll have to double up on it every now and then.
All right, let's get back to some music. When we first heard about this and you wanted to come in and we got you in here, did you prepare a list or just kind of see where it goes?
I meant to, but we've been working on a combine for the past 3 days. Before that, I'm working on an excavator, and I've been about wore out, and I think I forgot to put a list together. But I've never really ran a set list anyway, not for long shows.
All right, well, we'll let you pick from your set to see what you want to play next.
Here's one I wrote, and I think I did it last time I was on here, but just in case I didn't, we'll do it again.
I got a lady want to cook my supper. I got another one that got no clue. I got a woman with an eye for another, but my love and she don't refuse. I got a damsel up in Dallas, I got a honey way down in Hearn. I got a princess drinking from a diamond stud chalice and a waitress with a cigarette burn. But I can't get no time of day from you, and I don't know what to do, 'cause all wrapped up in ladies are a quarter and a penny to the $100 million of you. Well, to the $100 million of you, I'm a check, it just won't go through. I'm at Hobo sitting on the sidewalk, hoping for the chance to shine your shoes. I gotta tell you about all these plans I made, honey, won't you let my call come through? 'Cause my hopes and dreams are worthless things without the $100 million of you. I got a third of mine to count my blessings, I got a third of mine to blame my sins. I got a third of mine to head in all the western, relocate and start over again. Well, now what them old men tell me, if you're holier than thou, thou ain't met thee. Try not to get caught paying sitting down, son, and never climb a locust tree. Oh, but I told them all just to pipe down, honey, when the youth sashayed on through. 'Cause all wrapped up in lesses was a dime and half another to the $100 million of you. Well, to the $100 million of you, I'm a check, it just won't go through. I'm at Hobo sitting on the sidewalk, hoping for the chance to shine your shoes. I gotta tell you about all these plans I made, honey, won't you let my call come through? 'Cause my hopes and dreams are worthless things without the $100 million of you.
I love that song. That is so good. Yeah, very good. You talk about, you don't write much. Man, that was great.
That's a lot for first thing in the morning. I know that. I forgot about that. Sometimes I'll write something and I guess everybody said it, but Ray Wiley Hubbard's the one I heard say it the most, is make sure you can sing that thing over and over and over again when you write it. Because if it's good, or if they like it, you're going to have to. And
you bet.
That's kind of how I end up writing. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense on paper. Let's try to play it. Less words. You need less words.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Colton Hawkins, by the way, is who's with us this morning here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill on the Zach Owen Live Show, doing the tunes for us today. If it's a song you write and it's a hit, you're going to play it every night, everywhere you are, at least once.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
I remember talking to various country artists throughout the years. Do you ever get tired of doing that? And they're like, why? That bought me a house, bought me a truck. So no, they know exactly what that is.
Well, they say, I get tired when I walk out to the mailbox, get that check out of there. And that kind of wins me a bit. Other than that, I'm all right.
Mailbox money, nothing wrong with that. You mentioned Ray Wiley Hubbard. I have known Ray for years. I was in college and way back and did some Ray Wiley Hubbard shows. And had him in the big town of Denton, Texas. And had him on the radio when I was here, and it was so good to see him. It was so fun to bring out his original first album.
Oh, that's cool.
That I had for him to sign. He's like, I can't believe you still have that.
That probably threw him a little bit there.
Yeah, it's but okay. Do you talk about songs with Ray Wiley? He's got 2 or 3 that people want to hear over and over. Redneck Mother was the one, and he's like, blessing and a curse, man. Yep. Blessing and a curse.
Yep. I think he almost didn't write it. I met him you said big town of Denton. I met him in the big town of Tokyo.
Oh, yeah.
You know where that's at?
Yep.
My buddy Al Sinek used to run the Tokyo store there, and he had hired Ray to come out and play, and I think we helped set up and stuff like that for him. So we're there at lunch. Nobody's there. Ray shows up and gets out of the van, and the night before, Al had left him a voicemail because Al had been drinking a little bit, And he's like, Ray, I got a boy here who knows a couple of your songs, or all your songs. He says, don't tell him that. I don't know all of them. So that day, I walk out and I get to meet him. And
Al comes out and says, Ray, this is the boy I left you that voicemail about, knows all your songs. And Ray looks at me and goes, you know all my songs? I said, no, I only know one or two of them. And he just stood there. He goes, I'll be damned. Me too. He just picked it up and walked on in. And I don't even remember the songs I knew.
Ray Hubbard is one of the best storyteller guys around when that and again, we talk Texas music and Red Dirt now. He was one of the founders, along with Jerry Jeff and Rusty Weir and B.W. Stevenson, of that progressive Texas sound that really kind of started with Willie years ago.
Yeah, Willie, but there's Guy Clark and them in there too.
Oh gosh, yes. Oh man,
but I think that was
Steve
more like
Fromholtz. I mean, we could go through so many names there. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get back to music. You and I are reminiscing, but let's go ahead and reminisce with some songs for us. Colton Hawkins on the stage here at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill.
Well, we mentioned Guy Clark. Let me see.
Again, never go wrong with Guy Clark.
Nope. I lean a little heavy on the Guy Clark.
And I don't think anybody would fault you for that at all.
If I can get over this brain fog here I had.
Pack up all your dishes and make note of all good wishes. Say goodbye to the landlord for me. That son of a bitch has always bored me. Throw out them LA papers and that moldy box of vanilla wafers. Adios to all this concrete. I'm gonna get me some dirt road back streets. If I can just get over this silly freeway without getting killed or caught, I'll be down the road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought, and here's to you, old skinny Dennis. The only one I think I will miss. I can hear that old bass singing, sweet and low like a gift y'all bringing. Well, play it for me one more time now. We got to give it all we can now. I believe everything y'all saying. Oh, just you keep on playing. If I can just get over this silly freeway without getting killed or caught, I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought, and this. Put the pink card in the mailbox. Leave the key in the old front door locks. They will find it likely as not. I'm sure there's something that we have forgot. Oh, my lady, now don't you cry, dear. But love's a gift that's surely handmade. We got something to believe in. Now don't you think it's time we're leaving? If I can just get over this silly freeway without getting killed or caught, I'll be down the road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought. If I can just get over this LA freeway without getting killed or caught, down the road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought. So pack up all your dishes, make note of all good wishes. Say goodbye to the landlord for me. That son of a bitch has always bored me.
Colton Hawkins, right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, Zacho and Live Show. Colton, I got to tell you, that song, when I was working in Pittsburgh, PA, and would have those bad days, I would pull out my Spotify list and put on that, and it was changed to the PA freeway. Well, I could just get off this PA freeway.
That's right.
And, man,
Spotify's the bane of radio, man. I won't tell nobody.
It was that you started that. I knew exactly where you were going, and in my mind, I could picture where I was driving in either the Pittsburgh snowstorms or just in all the traffic and things. Wow,
that just don't sound fun at all,
man. But did it take me right back there, which is what music does.
Right.
When you talk about music and you say cover songs, how many songs in the memory do you think you know?
Several hundred. I don't want to over or undershoot it, so we'll say 200 to 400 to 500 probably, if I had to guess.
So if somebody hollers
you
out
mean
a
no
request,
good or ones that I can fake my way through? That's a different part too. There.
Well, that's all I was going to say. If somebody hollers out a request and you can kind of get into it, you can kind of get through it somehow.
I'd say I'm about 60%. I can do about 60% of the things that is hollered out, I would say. Unless it's Metallica or something, and I'm like,
Stairway to Heaven. So see, there's those songs like that guys will tell you that if you want me to play certain songs, you better tip me $100 bill. Do you have a couple of songs like that?
Not really. Of course, rest in peace, my good buddy J.D. Johnson always used to say over the microphones, write your request on a $100 bill and put it in this tip jar, and I'll see if I know it.
That's it. Hang on just a second. We're going to come back, but let's talk about some people who were born on this date. Born on this date, 1901, Satchmo, Louis Armstrong. I remember seeing him for the first time on like the old Ed Sullivan Show. Billy Bob Thornton celebrates a birthday today, 1955, just a few years older than I am. President Barack Obama celebrates a birthday from 1961. Baseball pitcher, and I got to see Roger Clemens when I was working in Austin when he was pitching for the Longhorns. Born on the date 1962. If you're a NASCAR fan, you either love him or hate him. Jeff Gordon, 1971 on the date. If you're a NASCAR fan, you either love him or hate him. 1978, Kurt Busch. How's that? If you're a fan of the royal family, you either love her or hate her. Meghan Markle. How many more of these can we do?
Controversial
finally,
name, my gosh.
Yeah, finally a couple of twins, Dylan and Cole Sprouse. The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, 1992. Was this the kid that was on Friends?
Is it? I don't. They had
Is that him?
They had their Disney show. This is them grown up, but they had their Disney show, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and now they're doing like all kinds of different things.
I thought the Sprouse twins was the kid that was. Anyway, I don't know. Somebody will let us know.
I'm trying to see if I could help y'all, but we didn't have cable, so I have no idea.
That's all right. We can look it up in the break, which is what we need to do right now. Take a break. Thanks some of the people that are making it all possible right here with the Zach Owens Show Live. And, of course, making it possible for us to be here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Having fun this morning. Colton Hawkins will be back in a few minutes, and we've got more tunes on the way for you right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill.
I'm Hunter, the founder of Hello Cake, and today we're digging into ED meds. The number one thing we hear is that guys are sick of waiting for ED meds to kick in. Traditional ED meds take about an hour to kick in as they have to go through your digestive system, where Hello Cake's ED medication dissolves under your tongue and works in about 15 minutes. That's about 3 times faster than traditional ED medication. Curious about ED meds? Go to hellocake.com.
Tervis is all about staying hydrated with style and durability. You can trust Tervis tumblers to keep your drinks the perfect temperature, hot or cold, for hours. From the classic insulated tumblers to sleek stainless steel water bottles, each product is built to last and comes in endless designs to match your personality. Stay refreshed and express yourself with Tervis. Visit tervis.com today and find your perfect tumbler.
Since our founding, we've been revolutionizing hair removal with cutting-edge technology and a commitment to empowerment. The U-Like Air 3, launched in 2023, ushers in a new era of sapphire ice cooling technology, offering nearly painless hair reduction in just 3 weeks. Experience the future of hair removal today at ulike.com, because at U-Like, beauty is about looking and feeling good. That's ulike.com. U-Like. With Ease US, make studio-quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects, featuring 468 natural AI voices. Customize the volume, mood, and pauses to perfectly match your content. Plus, capture high-quality videos with no watermark. Record your screen, webcam, and voice, and save them instantly to your computer. Never been easier to create professional-grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease US.
Just use AMP-Pace.
We are right back here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Terry Hunt setting in for the Zach Owen Show live. And Zach, thank you very much. You may regret this after another few days here of doing this. Brian Brown is going to be sitting in next week for Zach because he's on a Trip 45 with the Zach and Jim Travel Club. And Colton, you said you texted him a little bit this morning, and he didn't respond?
No, yeah, and now I know why.
Maybe he's busy doing something else.
So he's probably still asleep.
I don't, yeah.
Yeah, I doubt that. I don't know if he ever sleeps.
It's a tough life to live.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was probably doing something in Greece, Uzo, maybe? Maybe that's why he may be still sleeping. He did Uzo last night. It would be a favorite, but it's a short-term favorite.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It can't be a long-term favorite because then things change completely. Before we get back, Colton, to you, we've got to take a break and let's see what's going on with the world of sports. Scotty with sports from the Pete Souza Show is joining us. Good morning, Scotty. What's going on in the world of sports today on this started out rainy day?
Yeah, some big lightning out where I was living too. It was nice. Like, I love lightning storms, bro. That's a good thing for me.
Except if you're at a baseball game that's outdoors. Then your delay comes in.
That's true. Or football or anything. And then you're sitting there forever and you're playing that game of like, do we leave? Do we stay? And it's exhausting. I'm with you on that one, actually.
Well, and those things for anybody that did radio stuff, when I was just doing announcing, we just stopped and let them play music. But when we were actually doing more play-by-play things like that, you either pitched back to your station or you vamped for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, longer than that. So anyway, in the world of sports, I'm going to start off talking about Micah Parson and this trade thing. Tell me what you have heard on this.
Lord, we're going to discuss it over today, and then later this week we'll have both Brad Sham and Matt Mosley are going to join us this week. So we'll get some good insider info on that later in the week. I was as a Cowboys fan, I was a little turned off by Jerry Jones telling people to calm down and stop worrying about it. I think he's shown a level of callousness and kind of like uncaring towards his fans that I haven't really seen very often from him. But we'll have to check in with those guys later this week and figure that out because I think it's crazy.
Well, there's all kinds of there's like fake NFL sites all over social media talking about he was going to Chicago or going to Philadelphia and things like that. And I'm like, Man, I don't even want to see people faking that, because the problem with that, it could become a reality.
The best theory I saw was that Washington's going to go after him since Dan Quinn is there now. But if that happens, if he ends up in division, you may not see me at work the next day. I'll just put it that way. I'll have to call in sick.
There's a number of things with the NFL that throw me all the times, but these contract things just kill me. And oh, man. Anyway, all right. What else is going on in the world of sports that you, Pete, and everybody's going to be talking about a little bit later on at 10 this morning?
Well, we'll talk about Micah Parsons today, which you mentioned. We're also going to discuss Rich Rodriguez return to West Virginia this season. Rich Rod, obviously tremendous success at West Virginia and not a tremendous success at some other places. So it'll be interesting to talk about his second go-round out there with the Mountaineers. And then big thing is today, I know you guys do birthday segments over there. Former Baylor and Cincinnati Bengal James Francis has a birthday today. And so we're going to have him on the show.
Oh, that's great. Good.
Yeah.
Talk about what's going on with the current Baylor Bears and maybe reminisce about what it was like when he was here before.
Exactly. We'll probably go on with on a few topics with him, including Baylor this upcoming season, playing against Auburn, week 1, maybe a little NFL talk. So it should be a great conversation.
All that's coming up about 10 o'clock this morning. The Pete Sousa Show. Very cool stuff. Scotty, we appreciate it. We will talk to you again or somebody from the show tomorrow right here as we continue on with the Zach Owen Live Show. Scotty, thank you much. Have a good day and say hi to Pete for me.
I will. Thanks, guys. See ya.
You bet. All right. Always good to talk to Scotty and the guys from that show. Scotty and Zach. And does Pete ever get up early enough to talk to us?
No.
Okay.
Pete never graces us with his presence.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
You know, he got to a level and he forgot about us little kids, the little people that were there. Colton, thank you for being here and not forgetting the little people.
Well, I'm one of us.
Okay.
In fact, I'm a little bit smaller than y'all are. Quite a bit, I would say.
I love it. So let's get back to tunes. I want to hear more in the repertoire now. And again, your choice. This is kind of picker's choice on this deal today.
All right. Well, we was talking about influences a while ago, and the band. I liked them when I was younger too. Levon Helm's voice.
Oh,
and all
yes.
that. So
yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can pull one out of that.
Good. Colton Hawkins.
The boards on the window, mail by the door. Why would anybody leave so quickly for old Ophelia? Tell me, where have you gone? Now your neighborhood just ain't the same. Nobody knows just what became of Ophelia. Tell me what went wrong. Now was it something that somebody said? Honey, you know we broke the rules. There was somebody up against their law. Well, honey, you know I'd die for you. They got your number. They're scared and running. And I'm still waiting for the second coming of Ophelia. Please darken my door. Now was it something that somebody said? Mama, you know we broke broke the rules. There was somebody up against the law. Well, honey, you know I'd die for you. Ashes of laughter, the coast is clear. And why do the best things always disappear like Ophelia? Tell me, where have you gone? Ophelia, please come back home.
Colton Hawkins, right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill on the music stage with the Zach Owen live show. This is so much fun because you just keep taking me back to things. The band, man. Trying to think the first time I saw the band.
You making me jealous. You keep seeing all these people I never got a chance to see.
Rolling Thunder Review when Bob Dylan took them on tour.
Oh, man.
That goes back to my high school days.
Wow.
Yeah, and again, I'm not trying to say you missed some great shows.
Oh, I did.
But but you do this. It just brings back so many memories. Again, that's what music does, though. You know, music is there to bridge the gap when there are things that you may not have in common with other people. But music will bring it back.
Yes.
Now, okay, so Merle, Keith, original band. Guy Clark.
Yep.
What are the extremes? Like, what's the most weird extreme song that you have in your repertoire? I mean, you don't have any like what would be extreme? Cheap Trick, Dead Kennedys, anything like that?
Well, I always fool people with doing this because this is all I know of it. But it's that. You do that, and they go, "Oh man, play the rest." I don't know the rest. That was just to make y'all mad. That's all.
That's just enough to do that. Yes, and that's okay. And you've been to shows where they would start some riff, and you're like, oh yeah, and then they just leave it, and you're like,
I've seen them where they'll do that. The Dire Straits, the live of what's the one that's got the guitar riff in it? Sultans of Swing.
Sultans of Swing. Yes. Okay. Yes.
The live one is 10 minutes long, or the one that I've heard, and the whole time he gets up close to the diddly part, and he goes and does something else, and you can almost feel through the sound. You can almost feel the crowd going, "Ah!"
Yeah,
just kind of bring him up, let him down, and then at the end it makes it that much better when he hits it. And that dude knew what he was doing. Knows what he was doing.
Yeah. Mark Knopfler was great with them, and is doing great stuff still. That's somebody I hadn't seen that I'd love to see.
I think he actually lives in Nashville now. He plays more country music from what I hear.
Tell you what, you and I will plan. That's going to be our plan. Okay, we'll make it on a bucket list. If Mark's going to be playing somewhere, you and I are going to hit a road trip.
Yeah, we probably better stop talking about him.
Okay, it'll have to happen. Speaking of road trips, you were talking about being on the combine. That's not really on the road. So you were taking care of some crops.
Yeah, well, my dad farms and stuff, and I usually run the buggy or something like that, or I can truck, buggy, combine, don't really matter, or grain cart if you're from up north. And we blew a head gasket on it.
Yeah,
and right. It's a heck of a job.
Oh yeah,
especially when you're not a mechanic.
The one thing that I hated years ago was hauling hay.
Oh yeah, well we don't run square bales anymore. We got all AC on that.
Man, my dad used to say in those old square bales, they were not fun. Anyway, we got time for a couple more, but so I don't want to waste any time. Let's get back to the music. What else would you like to play for us today, Colton?
Amanda, and I don't know if this is Don Williams' version or Waylon's version, but we'll just.
That's all right, Amanda. What a great song.
Fits my morning voice, I think. I've held it all inward. Well, God knows I've tried. It's an awful awakening in a country boy's life. To look in the mirror in total surprise
at the hair on your shoulders and the age in your eyes. Now, Amanda will light up my life.
Do you know these songs?
Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Now, Amanda will light up my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Now it's a measure of people who don't understand the pleasures of life in a hillbilly band. I got my first guitar when I was 14. Oh well, I finally made 30 and I'm still wearing jeans. Now Amanda will light up my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Now Amanda will light up my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife.
I am partial to Don Williams, and that is a great song from Don. Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, Zach Owen Show Live. Terry Hunt filling in. Colton Hawkins is here. I want to get one more song in, but quickly remind everybody how they can keep up with what's going on with you.
My Facebook that my wife runs.
All right. And who takes care of that?
My wife.
Okay, just want to make sure we got that in.
Excuse me, my manager, boss lady.
Is there a difference between wife and manager on the money they get from a gig?
Plead the fifth.
A little bit?
Plead the fifth.
Yeah, she gets all of it and you get a little bit, either one?
You're gonna make me go broke in here. She's gonna be like, yeah.
Yeah. Colton, thank you for being here. Highlights so far this week already. The bar has said hi. Colton Hawkins with us, Backyard Bar Station Grill. Will you get one more and take us home today from the Zach Owen Live Show?
Oh, I bet we can.
All right, let me remind everybody else, we'll be back again tomorrow morning. You can catch it on YouTube, ZachOwen100.com and more. Rogue Media, our friends, Zach Owen Show Live. My buddy Colton going to take us home today.
Do some Gene Watson. Since we're talking about the managers getting the money here, 14 karat mine. But I still recall the morning that I met you, standing out in front of Wilson's 5 and Dime, staring through the window at the jewelry, hungry for the things you couldn't buy. Well, just like a fool, I thought that I could please you, and I saw you had an eye for things that shine. I paid $7 sawmill for a bracelet just to satisfy your 14 karat mind. Well, laying by diesel railroad tracks in Denver, with a hurting head and a half a pint of wine. Everything except my soul has been surrendered just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Well, the cabin that I built in West Virginia was not enough to keep you satisfied. 'Cause a man who's got a sawmill occupation can't afford to feed a rich girl's appetite. Well, I wonder if you're still with Willie Jackson. And sometimes I wonder if he's still alive. Well, Willie, he gave up his wife and children just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Well, laid by these railroad tracks in Denver, with a hurting head and half a pint of wine, everything except my soul has been surrendered just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Just to satisfy your 14-karat mind.